Hey, what is up guys? It is Limited Llama back with another Sorare MLB video. In this video, I'm going to be recapping Game Week 12 and then also be opening my rewards for Game Week 12 and then setting up my teams for Game Week 13. So, Game Week 12 was a rough one for me. Did not do super well in any of the competitions. You can see Common All-Star, 23 thousandths. Limited All-Star, we almost got in. You have to be in the top, let's see, 750. We were at 900. And then Limited Pro, we were at 950th. So none of my players did that well. Zach Gallen, of course, he consistently does super well. Colton Wong also did pretty decent with 36 points, but my Guardians really sucked. I'm pretty glad that I put Ahmed Rosario on the pro team, but I kind of wish that I didn't have Charlie Blackmon on this Limited All-Star team. If I just swapped him and Jock Peterson, we would definitely be in a winning position here, but overall, not super happy with my players. One of the other issues is that Camilo Doval here, he's supposed to be a really good pickup, but the Giants just aren't getting him in save opportunities, right? They've lost all of these games by one run. He's their closer, so if they aren't getting him in save opportunities, he's not going to be closing, so he won't be getting any points. So that's kind of disappointing there, but this is how my teams did. Not super happy, but hopefully this weekend we can do a little bit better. So the one reward I get, right, it's from the Common All-Star. You always get a reward here, so let's go ahead and let's claim this. It's a tier 5, so this is probably going to be some no-name player. So Reds relief pitcher, Ian Jabot. Let's see how he's been doing. Ian Jabot. Let's see. He is 28. He has a wins above replacement of 0.2, 4.4 ERA. Looks like he used to be a Guardian, and then a 1.52 WHIP. So he's fine, I guess. Let's see if he's actually been pitching. Let's go over to game logs for this year, 2022. So August, looks like he has actually been pitching for the Reds. So at least I got a player who's actually playing the game of baseball. He might be helpful to throw in a relief outing here and there. So a decent pickup there. So let's go ahead and let's move over to the upcoming. This is Game Week 13. So it's today, Friday, September 2nd until Sunday, September 4th. So as usual, I'm going to start off with the Limited All-Star lineup. This is where I put all of my best players. So going to go with the Limited All-Star lineup again. Of course, we're going to pick Zach Gallen. He is always my best pitcher. He's now at 24 points average. He is so consistent. So we're going Zach Gallen. Relief pitcher. My Cleveland Guardians have been scuffling. They literally have been shut out 2 games in a row. They've been shut out 4 of their last 10 games. Their offense is doing terribly. So even though I want the Guardians to do well, I have to stay realistic here. I think Andres Munoz is a good pick because I don't foresee the Guardians doing super well. Even though I am going to 2 games this weekend, and I really want that to be proved false, I don't think they're going to do super well, and I think Andres Munoz is going to have some relief opportunities. So I'm going to pick him here. Corner infielder, I think I'm going to continue to stick with Jose Abreu. He's like my most consistent option here. He consistently, brings in 7 points a game. The rest of these players just seem to be very inconsistent. So I'm going to pick up Jose Abreu here. Going to stick with Colton Wong. Ahmed Rosario has been really going through a slump. Colton Wong's doing pretty hot, so going to play whoever's hot. Outfielder, I think I'm going to go with Jock Peterson. Well, I'm going to go with Harold Ramirez, and then I'll do Jock Peterson as the extra player. Again, Charlie Blackmon and CJ Cron did not do super well last week. Looks like they're going through a slump. So Jock Peterson, he's batting hot, so I'm going to trust that that's going to continue over the weekend. And then in this flex spot, I think I'm going to put another starting pitcher. I think I'm probably going to go with Dean Kramer against the A's. Josiah Gray, the New York Mets are one of the best teams in baseball, and the White Sox have just been really bad. Every one of their starting pitchers has not been doing super hot, so I think Dean Kramer is the safest option here against the A's. I could also pick up another position player, but I think Dean Kramer is the best option, especially since it's a weekend series, so it's just 3 games. So the odds that one of my position players will come up with more points is pretty low. So I'll pick up Dean Kramer here. Then we'll go over to Limited Pro. Again, probably going to do 2 pitchers here, so just Josiah Gray, and then we'll go over to the flex spot over here, pick up Lucas Giolito. And now we're back to the relief pitchers. Let's see, the Giants are playing against the Phillies, Tampa Bay against the Yankees. Both of those teams are pretty solid. I think I'm going to keep going with Camilo Doval. I'm going to trust that the analytics are right and that he will give me some save opportunities. So we'll go with Camilo Doval. Corner infielder, our options here, CJ Cron, William Contreras, Charlie Blackmon. Looks like Brandon Lowe is on the IL perhaps. Let's go over to middle infielder. So middle infielder, I think we're going to go with Ahmed Rosario. And then outfielder, we'll go with Charlie Blackmon. Some of these players can play in 2 spots, so I wanted to make sure that I wasn't taking a player away from another spot. So corner infielder, I think I'm going to go with William Contreras here. He has a pretty big upside. Sometimes he hits some home runs, so I think he's a good pick there. Ahmed Rosario, he's basically my only option here. Charlie Blackmon. And then for extra hitter, I can either go CJ Cron, Austin Slater, Joe Adell, or Will Benson. Will Benson is actually now the starting center fielder, I think, for the Guardians, but again, he's not hitting super well, so I don't think I'm going to pick him up. I think I'll probably just go with CJ Cron. They are playing against the Reds, and the Reds aren't super good, so he should be able to get me some points. And then hopefully, maybe this lineup can win something. We will see. I'm not super confident, but maybe they'll blow me out of the water this week. So going over to my my common all-star lineup. Again, we're probably going to run 2 pitchers. So, wow, Jeffrey Springs is pitching 2 days in a row as a starting pitcher. That is crazy. I have no clue how he's doing that. I'm assuming this data is incorrect. He's probably pitching one of these 2 days, but he's clearly not pitching both. Relief pitcher, we got Alexis Diaz against the Rockies, Dylan Tate against the A's, Ron Marinaccio against the Rays, or Ian Gibaut against the Rockies. I think I'm going to stick with Alexis Diaz here. He's pretty solid, so go with him. Corner infielder, still got to go with Jose Ramirez, even though he hasn't been doing too hot. Middle infielder, I guess we'll go ahead and pick up Travis d'Arnaud here. Outfielder, got to go with Joe Adell. Extra player, I think I'm going to go with Matt Chapman here. He's still a pretty solid third baseman, so we'll pick him up. He's playing against the Pirates too, and they aren't super hot, so we'll go Matt Chapman here. And then we'll go Zach Plesac, another starting pitcher for the final flex spot. So these are my teams. I think the common all-star one is probably in a pretty good spot to get me a tier 3 or a tier 2 common player, which I'm happy with. Limited all-star. I think we should be in a good spot here as long as Kramer doesn't completely blow up. I think we'll be in a decent spot to get a win there. And the limited pro is kind of a shot in the dark. Who knows if I'll get anything here. If the Rockies start picking up, if the Guardians start picking up, then perhaps we have a chance here. But I'm not super hopeful there. So that's the end of this video. Those are my teams. So wish me luck. Let me know how your teams did down in the comments below. And thanks for watching. I'll catch you later.